What it is, guys, noonsvert back at it again with another video, and today's video is going to be the part 2 of last time's video of the top 10 list of things you need to be on right now. These series are flames, you need to get on the wave. To start this off strong, we have this new series, Record of Ragnarok. At the start of the series, the gods have a convention which they decide whether humanity gets to live or die. It's basically unanimous that the gods are like, yeah, let's just neg humanity. They're all just finna die, you know. But there's one Valkyrie that's like, wait. How about they fight, right? How about they fight for their survival? If they win the tournament, then they get to survive for the next 1,000 years. If they don't, they just die, which, you know, the rewards are kind of skewed, you know. We just die, and if we win, it's only for 1,000 years. That's pretty tough, you know, very tough. But let's not hamper on that. Let's not hamper on that. All right. The fight scenes are absolutely amazing, bro. Adam versus Zeus, I'll say, is absolutely jaw-dropping, right? I won't spoil the other fights, but they are very well drawn, and you will get hyped while reading this. If you like Fate, think of it like Fate without all that boring lore and actually having heat fights, alright? Heat fights all the time, bro. It's only heat fights. Moving on from up and coming and actually to something that's very established, the next on this list is Tower of God, which recently got an anime. Very heat, by the way, very hype. So a lot of you probably know about this, right? Tower of God centers around this boy called the 25th Bomb. I'll not reveal his true name, but just know it's kind of heat in season 2. Season 2 kind of heat. Who has spent his life trapped beneath a vast mysterious tower with only his close friend Rachel. Rachel, the only person he knows, so he's not a simp, alright? I don't want to hear he's a simp, to keep him entertained. So Rachel decides to enter the tower, and in an attempt to go after her, he somehow opens the door into the tower, which makes him an irregular because he's not invited. He opened the door himself and came in, right? He then is faced with a test to know if he's worthy or not to go into the tower. So if I had to simplify it, I would say it's the One Piece of webtoons if you added in Hunter x Hunter. If you don't like it in like 10 chapters, then it might not be for you though. Next one you should be reading has to be Gosu. Our MC has set off to avenge his master, a once powerful martial artist who was betrayed by his own men and barely escaped with his life. Now with his master's martial arts technique, he is ready to bring these guys down, bro. But before he even gets started, bro, he's informed that the people that betrayed his master are already dead. So what happens now? Obviously, he has to get a job at a local shop, but not to give too much away, it's still an action-based story. So there is things that will happen that are very heat, alright? I'll say it like that. I don't want to spoil it too much because that's very hard to keep it under wraps, okay? If you're not hooked in 10 chapters, it might not be for you, knowing this. But speaking of amazing story, these next two are paired. It's a season 1 and season 2. It's Breaker and the Breaker New Waves. Alright, so let me start off with the Breaker, alright? Shiwoo-ni, our protagonist, gets bullied till he meets Chun Woo-han, a martial artist who has earned the title of Nine Arts Dragon from the Moon, a secret martial arts society that keeps in harmony with the modern society, alright? So it's a shadow society of martial artists. They're pretty swole, you know. Gurum's government is the martial arts alliance who has gotten Chun-Woo's hatred by killing his martial arts teacher. To not spoil, we don't know why Sensei is here, but Shin-Woo is dragged into Sensei's activities, and what is a disciple if he doesn't follow a sensei? You know, not to go in too deep with the Breaker, it's a great foundation for the next season where Shin-Woo is greeted by the Sun Woo clan, who reveal he has been chosen as her successor to this clan. This is an absolute amazing story and one of my favorites. If you don't like the Breaker in the first 10 chapters, then these two aren't for you. You can go to the Breaker New Waves at the start, but I would definitely say having the foundation of the Breaker to start is much more impactful, alright? The scenes are much more impactful if you already have the foundation of the Breaker, but you can go to the Breaker New Waves if you're not really down with the Breaker in the first 10 chapters. So I would say the same thing for the Breaker New. This last one will be a series that just got its anime, in fact, and that one is God of High School.
You know the rules, and so do I. Say goodbye.
MC Morijin is invited to take part in the tournament, he has never lost a fight till he fights the person that invites him. Our MC is a Taekwondo specialist and that will eventually learn that there is something much greater beneath the stage of the tournament. I won't say what, but I don't think the anime is even at that part. It's nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. This story, if I had to compare it to anything, would be the Naruto or Dragon Ball. It has very cool fights as well as pretty cool story, alright? It's not that it's the best story ever. I would say Tower of God, if you want something for the story, it's a better option for it, but it's still not bad by any means. Before ending, I have one last minute recommendation. It's called The Sword of Glory. It's a webtoon that I just started reading. Just the era that this story takes place in, it belongs to warriors. They are the law, they are feared and honored, bro. You can't say nothing to them, you can't upset them, or you're going to die. They decide life and death. Blood is the song of this era, okay? In the midst of all this, we have a father that deserts the front lines, right? He had to mandatorily go to the front lines, and now he's deserting it to come back to his dad and son. And a lone boy, that guy's son, after death of his grandfather. This narrative, I would definitely say, is very emotionally investing, alright? But it also has an old art style that I really appreciate. The roughness fits it very well, perfectly, I would say, in fact. All you need is 5 chapters to understand what this is about. But if you don't like it in those 5 chapters, I would still recommend for you to stay with it a little longer, because I definitely think this is a diamond in the rough. That being said, that's the end of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.